My wife's message came at 9:47 p.m. Girls' night. Don't wait up. I stared at those 4 words for almost a minute. Normally, I would have replied with something simple like, have fun, but that night was different. Because 3 minutes earlier, I had received a photo from an unknown number. It showed my wife, Claire, sitting in a dimly lit restaurant, and she wasn't alone. A man was sitting across from her, his hand resting casually on hers. I zoomed in. I knew him. Daniel, her business partner. The same man she had been mentioning for months. The same man who somehow appeared in every story about late meetings, unexpected dinners, and work emergencies. I looked back at her message. Girls' night. Don't wait up. I could have called her. I could have demanded an explanation. Instead, I typed one sentence. I already know who you're with. Then I hit send. 10 seconds passed. Nothing. 20 seconds. Still nothing. Then her typing indicator appeared. Disappeared. Appeared again. Finally, she replied. What are you talking about? I didn't answer. I simply turned my phone face down and waited. 10 minutes later, I heard the front door slam. Claire walked into the living room wearing the same black dress from the photograph. Her face was pale. Her breathing was heavy. She looked at me and froze. You're home, she whispered. I leaned back on the couch. You told me you were going out with the girls. I was. No, I said calmly. You weren't. She stared at me. For the first time in our marriage, I saw genuine fear in her eyes. Who sent you that picture? So it is real? She immediately looked away. That was all the confirmation I needed. Claire walked toward me. Please let me explain. I laughed once. Not because anything was funny, because sometimes the truth is so obvious that hearing another lie becomes almost ridiculous. You have 10 minutes, I said. She sat down. Her hands were shaking. It started 6 months ago. I said nothing. She continued. Daniel and I started talking about work. Then we started having coffee together. Then dinner. I knew it was wrong, but I kept telling myself it wasn't serious. Wasn't serious? She swallowed. We kissed. I looked at her. And? She started crying. We slept together. The room became completely silent. 6 years of marriage, 6 years of trusting her. And she had destroyed it with 2 words. But then she said something that made me sit up. It wasn't supposed to happen tonight. What wasn't? The photo. I frowned. What do you mean? Claire wiped her tears. Daniel sent that picture to you. I stared at her. Why would he do that? Because he wanted you to find out. I stood up. Why? She hesitated. Because he wants me to leave you. I shook my head. So you were planning to leave me? No! She jumped to her feet. I was confused. I was going to end things with him. When? She couldn't answer. I walked toward the kitchen. Then my phone buzzed. Another message. This time it wasn't from an unknown number. It was Daniel. You deserve the truth. Ask your wife what happened at 8:30. I looked at Claire. What happened at 8:30? Her face changed instantly. I don't know. I showed her the message. She became completely silent. Then another message arrived. A video. I opened it. The screen showed Daniel and Claire sitting at the restaurant. But this wasn't the same moment from the photograph. In the video, Daniel was angry. He was telling Claire that he was tired of waiting. He wanted her to leave me. Claire refused. Then Daniel said something that made my blood run cold. You're not leaving me because you already know what I can do. The video ended. I looked at my wife. What did he mean? She started crying again. I found out something about him. What? He's been doing this before. My eyes narrowed. He's cheated with married women before. He keeps pictures, messages, videos. He uses them to control them. Suddenly, everything made sense. Claire hadn't come home because she was scared of me. She had come home because she was scared of him. I sat down. For a moment, neither of us spoke. Then Claire whispered, I was going to tell you tonight. I looked at her. You lied to me tonight. I know. You cheated on me. I know. And you only came home because I told you I knew. She lowered her head. Yes. That answer hurt more than the confession. I picked up my phone and looked at Daniel's messages again. Then I made a decision. I wasn't going to fight him. I wasn't going to threaten him. And I wasn't going to beg my wife to stay. I simply told Claire, Call the police. She looked at me in shock. What? Show them everything. For the first time that night, Claire looked relieved. But I wasn't, because I finally understood something. The woman I married had betrayed me. The man she cheated with had tried to manipulate both of us, and the marriage I thought I was protecting had already ended long before that text arrived. Her message had said, "Girls' night. Don't wait up." I had sent one message back. "I already know who you're with." And 10 minutes later, she came home. Not because she suddenly regretted cheating. Not because she suddenly remembered she loved me. She came home because for the first time, she realized the man she had been hiding from me was even more dangerous than the secret she had been hiding. And that night, I stopped being the husband who trusted blindly. I became the man who finally demanded the truth.